Hello Marvel Heroes fans, my name is Wilfred and welcome to my channel where you can see videos and guides on this free-to-play game called Marvel Heroes Omega. I've been doing quite a number of Heroes guide updates recently and also moving forward. Starting with the set of heroes for the console, because I like to make guides that both console and PC can benefit as well. And Thor has been really popular. A lot of you ask for Thor guide update, and also Thor has been one of my favorite heroes. So that's really very nice to be able to re-engage with Thor again. Now I'm going to divide this video in a couple of parts, and there's time codes below, so feel free to jump to any part that you like. Here is more of an overview, give you an idea of what Thor is, what you expect of him, should you unlock or not. Then after the second part is deep dive onto his power, trait, and the talent. Some of you need some help or idea on that. I'm more than happy to share my thoughts with you. The last part is to demonstrate how he performed, and I'm using a cosmic dimension collide, just a little bit different, and also I reckon it's a little bit challenging compared to, say, cosmic curse. I mean, curse is fine. It's a nice terminal to demonstrate guide because it's very nice and mini boss, and big boss, and quick and easy. But I hope you guys have some patience just to go through the dimension collide. Take a look at how it plays. Like I think it's pretty good. Thor is you can play him as a pure ranged. You can play him as mostly melee, and he could be played as a hybrid hero as well. Now, coming out from Jean's design review, I was kind of disappointed with Jean after the biggest update ever, because some of her builds are totally destroyed. Like the area build is gone, pure area build is gone, and the hybrid build is just gone. So I had some discussion in the forum. It went something quite hilarious. Some people think that the design of Jean is really good, the flow is fine, but that's fine. I mean, build to me is more than just the talent or trait or whatever that you pick. Because a build, you have to go along with the gearing strategy as well, and also play style. So it is not just what kind of power effect that you have, but it's more of from the angle. So the more option that it is, the better the game, because you could have different. Even if you play a melee kind of like a Thor, you may pick some kind of different mix to it to make it your own from gearing perspective, but that's just my opinion. Now, good news for Thor is that if you're from the veterans, there's some good news, some bad news. You can't really use the old build because they somehow the whole talent design is pretty restrictive in what you can pick. That sometimes you look at the three options and none of them you really like for Thor. But then if you look across some of the tiers, say, yeah, I mean, I could actually work together with something chain together. So the talent design is very restrictive. So a lot of power that you used to be able to use and mix around that, like, I want to have a bit of range, a bit of melee, and I still want to feel awesome. You can't here anymore. Well, you could, but then you can't fully benefit from the talent. So there's something that I don't really like from the Thor design perspective. It's just a little bit too restrictive. But the good news is that if you follow the very restrictive kind of like design, it's actually rather fun. It is, previously it was range and melee. Now it is purely, a lot of power that I pick are purely melee, and so the melee range build is gone. You can't really pick up gear that will cross proc the melee and range. So I throw away quite a bit of gear to that, a bit of unfortunate. So it's back to the Jean case whereby her pure area is gone. For Thor, his hybrid melee range gearing strategy is gone. That's it's quite a big deal. But the good news is the new power design, trait design for the melee is actually looking really good. There's a fair bit of movement to it. You could pick a lot of physical power. Then the next question is what happened to my hybrid gear? The good news is that he has some talent design whereby some of the power will proc something called Godly Smite, which is energy. You can visually see energy power coming down. And that is overall a really good thing as well. So in a overall scheme of work, I think the design is nice. You have got to re-gear everything to make it work. So just a word of caution there. But is it rewarding after re-gearing? Yes. I mean, my Thor is a lot more agile. Because of all the movement thing, and I like it. I think I may have him as one of the main hero in my roster, and roster, sorry, boost. And I will just take it to the next level. When the anniversary event come, I'll probably just level 1 of the grade 80 legendary. For Thor, yeah, just because I had really a lot of fun. Alright, so next bit is on the talent, power, and traits. Onto Thor's build design, let's start with his archetype, which is the strength and energy. Not ideal, because strength you have to compete with the brutal strike chance. So I actually forgo the fighting note. I don't think the health regen is required for Thor that much. I'd rather have some points for the brutal strike chance and also pour some into crit damage rating. But that's my choice there. He has something called Odin Force. Odin Force has some bars to it. Some power will generate Odin Force and it will decay over time. Some power will generate more, like this one here. Whenever you are on to the first bar, you are considered as imbued. So when you're imbued, some power get lit up, and the more bars you have, the more powerful you become. But getting Odin Force is never an issue, as you can see later in the terminal clip. Because as long as you keep hitting, your bar is always full. There's nothing really to consume it. Well, there's some option to consume it, but I don't really do that option. He's a defense, deflect heroes, and 8% reduction only when you do melee power. So just to take note of that. Okay, I'm not going to go through all the options here because, like I said before, it's very, very restrictive. So you just have to go along with the whole combination design and whatnot here. But yeah, I mean, that's a little bit unfortunate. But that's just how the game is designed these days. The first one is Mjolnir Unleashed. Mjolnir Unleashed actually buff 2 powers simultaneously, the Hammer Smash and Leaping Smite. So both power will become more powerful. However, you can only use it when you are imbued. So you can't use it like right now here. These two are being like disabled. But at the moment you the moment you are imbued, like now here, you can use the two of them, right? So become a cooldown power. It's really nice. And I don't know whether you notice or not, but you see the little lightning on top of you, on top of Thor when I do this thing here, right? So this little lightning is called Godly Smite. So you can take the power away, you can take the talent away, and the Godly Smite, the effect will be gone. So Godly Smite does energy damage. And it's really nice design because it does energy automatically on top of the physical you have and make you cross proc. So whoever say that the hybrid gear is dated, you shouldn't even do anything on that. The game shouldn't design with the hybrid in mind. I think it's just, I think that this is good design. You do a lot of physical power, but there are some energy power that overlay on top, and it makes sense. Okay, second tier is called Thunder Hammer. So when I'm imbued with the Odin Force, which is a lot, the Hammer Strike will trigger a Thunderclap and deal 35% more damage. So again, it is Hammer Strike is your basic power that does the physical damage. It does nothing but physical. Again, when you're imbued, then suddenly you see there's some some kind of like Thunderclap here to it that give you extra energy power. Again, it is helping you to proc the whole physical energy. All right. So now, next bit is the Hammer of Wrath. Hammer of Wrath is a nice execute power. This execute power is always nice. Now, in the past, I didn't quite like this one because the cooldown is just too short. Because you keep having to do it, and a lot of this power will have animation kind of like cost to it. So I use it because you have got to have it. It execute, the lower the health of the boss or mob, the more powerful your power strike. So this is a very nice thing, and also with this one I've got a passive effect, brutal strike chance plus 5% for all melee power. That's insane. I think I've a lot of brutal here and there, making me very happy. So that's one. The next one is called Wrath of God. So whenever you are in, for Asgard, anything that trigger the Godly Smite, namely the Hammer Smash, Leaping Smite, as well as kind of thing, then you just kind of like trigger it, and also you always create with a more buff to it. So if you are going for Godly Smite build, if I may call that, then you have to. It's nice to use all this like nice thing here. So as you can see, once I use for Asgard, then 3 of this power get reset. Right. So that is a nice thing, nice kind of interaction, something different. Last but not the least, I think for each bar of Odin Force filled up, now I get the strike. My Hammer Strike crit chance plus 2%, which is main power, which is nice. I mean, always buff the main power. Crack the Sky is more for the range. I don't have it, which is fine. Total damage plus 2%, damage absorbed 2% for each bar. So by the time you get to 3 bar, then you become like 6%. You can become more powerful. So all in all, I would strongly recommend this to you. As in whether there are other options or not, I'm pretty sure that you could pick something else, and maybe I want to use Ragnarok instead of any of those. But I think that this build is nice in the sense it can't I think that Asgardian Smite is a mandatory. It gives you the kind of movement to it, and it gives you 1 bar straight away. You are already in build. And once you're in build, you can have things like Hammer Smash, Leaping Smite, and then Spinning Strike, to it as well, which is nice. I think the anti-force is still there, need to be there. It gives you full bar, by the way. And for Asgard, it's a nice build that gives you a nice buff, because for itself, it gives you a buff of all these bonus +5 and whatnot for 10 seconds with a 20-second duration. I think it's very, very decent. Half the time, you are very much like buff very strongly. So this is a strong build, and I hope you enjoy it. And next clip is to show you the cosmic terminal of Dimension Collide. Okay, hope you enjoy. This is Cosmic Dimension Collide with Thor using mostly pre 2.0 gear, so just have that have that in mind. And I'm just going to enjoy myself here because it's one of my favorite terminal. I seldom come here because I prefer Kurse for various reasons. Because it's a lot nicer for Kurse. There's a chance for the Gem of the Curse cosmic version of it. So that's one of the reasons why I do that. But as you can see, it's rather comfortable. Nothing too scary on that. Oh, this is the minus Titan. Okay, so let's see. Showtime. Just mash the hammers, and after that for Asgard, and go back in again. Maybe. Okay, must go out and go back in. Anti-force, smite, smash, smite, smash. There's a nice rotation to it. So you started with the. Don't stand in front of him. You start with the Asgardian Smite, and after that you do a Hammer Smash, and then after that Leaping Smite, and after that the spinning. Oh, I need to destroy this guy, and the spinning strike as well. So yeah, it's nice. Okay, so I was doing a little bit of kiting, otherwise you should have face tank the whole thing, but I changed my gear. It's a little bit lesser health, so I'm just kind of conscious because this dungeon is not that easy for, since I'm not using really high-end gear. So just adjust the play style accordingly to make sure that you don't keep failing it, or well, of course there's no penalty if you fail it, but it's still not too nice. So now I've got like Odin Force. 1 bar is considered as imbue, so you don't need to worry too much about it. I just want to separate the 2 of them. I don't want to deal 2 balls at the same time when I'm not in a group. Okay. Yeah, hurting quite a fair bit. I have to be careful. Yeah, this fight needs a little bit of concentration. Anti-force. Yep, so that's it. So that's actually one of the harder boss for melee character. But there's another one. I'll show you. This one is alright. This one is this boss just to make sure that you don't stand in front of the fire when it does its breathing thingy, and you are mostly fine. Yeah, just I mean, could I have eaten it? Yeah, I'm sure I can just do that, but just a little bit of practicing for the higher difficulty later. So when the Omega difficulty comes, you probably have to learn yourself. You can't really stand like that. In front of the boss, and probably you'll get defeated. But yeah, this is cosmic version. It's not that hard as yet. So well, it depends on which hero you play, of course. but it's mostly alright. It's mostly alright. So, but like I said, I mean the only reason why I don't really do this kind of terminal is because of the reward. I prefer to have a shot at the cosmic version of the Jump the Curse, which I have once, because I keep playing this Curse terminal anyway for my guys, so that is a lot easier. Maintaining the Odin Force is not an issue, so long as you keep hitting, especially with the basic power that generate Odin Force. So, okay, for here, I'll try to pull one of them in. No, this is bad news. This is really bad, because the two of them is very hard. I'll try to see whether I can separate the two or not. I think the problem is that Deadpool is there. Alright, so I mean my goal is just to sort of like, because I'm not in a group. If I was in a group, yeah, I mean, you know, could it be a lot faster? Yeah, sure. So I'm just waiting for the next round to use for Asgard. Then yeah, just corner this beast. Just tank it through it. That's about it. He's marvelous as well. Yeah. Yeah, he teleport a bit though. Make sure you corner him nicely. Yeah, I'm saving the cooldown for the next boss. So, okay, so I got 2 unique and an extra chest because he got marvelous tag. Next one is the yeah, this one is a little bit hard for melee. He tend to hit really hard, and he has a shield as well, so that's not that trivial. Yeah, this is the one that you need to run away. But other than that, you're quite alright. I mean, Thor is rather mobile. Yeah, you see, it kind of you have to be careful a little bit when he's bubble up and so on, and he pull as well. See, that's the thing that he does. But you have to take some calculated damage. Anti-force. And I think this fight is fine. So now left with the final boss here. I like this crystal here. Looks nice, huh? I always find that this dungeon or this instance is really interesting. Now he has a God Blast kind of thing, which is the ultimate. So I'm going to use the ultimate in later stage just to demonstrate to you how it looks like. But you don't really have to use that for this fight. But you will see how it goes. I usually use it at the beginning because that is a time when I feel that, you know, I don't need to deal with the various clone of it. So because once you have to deal with the various clone, you kind of like don't know which one is it, which one is which. So yeah. So okay, that's done. Make sure you don't touch the mental orb. Okay, so he's resurrected, almost full force. Wow, to full, man. This is well. This fight is very strange. This fight is very strange because sometimes, okay, I think it's this one. No, I mean sometimes you know, he come back up with not full, and you got a bit of like leeway, but very strange. So which one is it? The one that keep leaping around is the main one. I think, yeah, and they hurt a bit as well. Where is the telegraph? Whoa, get out from that, man. I think this is the boss. Yep, that was the boss. So yeah, I mean it's a kind of like fun thing, but just the reward is not something I'm looking after. Usually I go for, you know, the curse and try to get a cosmic version of the Jump the Curse. But I mean, you know, and for Thor it's kind of nice, got a dodge as well. But anyway, hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll talk to you next time. I hope you like Thor though. It's one of my hero, and like I said before, I will very likely main him and use him to play the anniversary event. Probably level up my grade 80 legendary now that there are quite a few options for Thor. So yeah, that's good. So I'll see you next time, and goodbye.